now in partnership with the Greater Phoenix Chamber Foundation. And we are just so excited you all are here today. We have many employers that are ready to go and ready to share their great opportunities and talk to you individually. You probably just got a notice that we are recording this call. So what we're doing is we're recording it so that if you miss any part or if you want to go back and view it again, then you can just jump into the link that we're going to send out to you after the call, and you can review it at any time. And so to get us started this morning, I would, and we have a lot of people jumping in the call right now. And so if you could just take a moment to find your chat box. It's usually on the bottom of your screen if you're calling in from a computer. Find your chat box and tell us, your name should be already in there, but your name, where you're calling in from today. And then if you have a target industry, job, or career path, I know many of you are actually in active job search mode. So you are looking for a new career right now. And some of you are here just checking it out. Some of you just want to connect with some employers and see what the opportunities are. And some of you are just interested in career development. And so we have people all over the spectrum. I know we even have students, welcome students that are calling in from as you're trying to figure out what you're doing in your next steps in your career. So all of you are going to hear some really great stuff today from some fantastic employers. Good morning, Angie and Linda and Rosie and June, and welcome all of you. Alicia, thank you for dropping in the chat. Again, if you're just logging on, drop your name and where you're calling us from into the chat, and also your target industry and job. The other thing I'm gonna have you work on as you're kind of learning, getting into the call, is I'm gonna have you go get your LinkedIn URL. And what that does is that helps us connect with each other. And so a lot of times, the easiest way to do that is to just open another browser if you're on your computer, go to LinkedIn, and then if you click on your picture, it will take you to your profile. And the URL at the top of your bar, your search bar, is going to be the URL I want you to drop into here. And so if you drop the URL in, and it will be blue, it should be blue, and that means it is clickable. So if you make it clickable, then we can connect with each other, and I encourage you to do that. So often our events are virtual, connections are virtual now, and so connecting through LinkedIn or other ways online is the perfect way to do that. All right, Bray, if you want to go on to the next slide. Again, welcome if you're just joining us. We are working with the Greater Phoenix Chamber Foundation and through a program called AZ Careers Now. And our goal is to connect to some of the fastest growing industries. The finance and insurance industry is one of those. And specifically here in Arizona, we have some of the best employers in this industry, and they are growing. And so we are going to be featuring many of them today. A little bit about the platform. So I mentioned the chat. So thank you all for testing that out. Felipe, thank you for that LinkedIn URL. Make sure you all are connecting with John and Felipe and Rosie and Gilbert. You can see they're all dropping their URLs in from LinkedIn. I encourage every one of you on the call to do the same thing and then connect with each other. So use the chat today, use the chat to ask questions. You will have time at the end of the call today to connect directly with the speakers and the employers. They're going to be in breakout sessions at the end of the call. And so you will be able to go into those breakout sessions and have a conversation with them, but I encourage everybody to connect. Now, a little bit about your display. The best display typically is what we call speaker view. And so if you're on your computer, it's at the top right of your screen, there's a view option. And if you click the one that says side-by-side speaker, that will give you the PowerPoint and then the person that's speaking right next to each other. So you should be seeing the PowerPoint and then for right now, me on your screen. And that is typically the best view for these talks. On your screen name, make sure it says your name. You are welcome to add your industry or job type as well. And the companies have, for the most part, added their names and their company name, so you know which company they're with. And so to do that, find your picture on the screen, go to the kind of the top right corner of your picture. And if you click on those 3 dots, there will be a drop down, and the drop down will be rename. You can rename yourself there. And right there, you can put your name and maybe dash finance manager, or accountant, or whatever, HR, IT, whatever your industry is, your name dash, and then that industry is a really great way so we can know, kind of what industry you focus on, if you're comfortable with that. All right, and make sure you stay on the call till the end, because that is when you're going to engage with speakers that are here and attending the call today. All right, so there is closed captioning if you would like it. It's at the bottom of your screen, and you will see live transcript. Live transcript will give you the closed captioning. So just click on that and live transcript. All right, you guys, great job on dropping your LinkedIn URLs in the chat. I know we have more people coming in, and what we're doing is we're opening up the chat and we are putting in our industry, where we're calling in from, and then also our LinkedIn URL. And with your LinkedIn URL, as a reminder, make sure it's blue. And what that means is it's clickable. And so you'll need to directly copy the URL that's in your browser window and then put it over. And that's how it makes it blue. All right, great job, you guys. Good to see so many of you here today. We have people from all over the country here today. We have seen Texas, Florida, California, all over Arizona. Thank you guys for joining us. We're excited for today. So as you can see, we have some really great employers. Many of these employers have won awards for best places to work, most admired companies, and you're going to see the full list here, and you'll hear from them. Now, hold on to your seats, because they're only going to talk for like 3 or 4 minutes. You're going to get that TED Talk. They're going to tell you a little bit about their company, maybe a little bit about their culture, the job openings that they have available, and then how to apply. And so feel free to take notes. Get your pad of paper out right now, or your phone with the notes section. Make sure to take notes. Now, this call will be available again after the call, after the meeting today, the webinar. We are going to send you an email, and on that email, we'll have links to every single job board for all of these employers that are speaking. It will also have a link to this webinar. And so you will be able to go back and watch the webinar, fast forward, watch whatever portions you want, but you will also get a direct link to all of the companies, and then additional resources that we have available for you that are no cost as well. But take notes, because you will have time at the end to jump into these different breakout rooms and look at all these great employers you're going to have an opportunity to talk to. And so I encourage you, I really wish something like this was available back in the 2008 and 9, when I went through a significant layoff, and I was just like, oh, what do I even do next? And over the years, we've been able to create this program where we're able to have you connect directly with employers that are hiring and care about the community that they live in. So we're just thrilled you guys are here. You can see the list of companies that are speaking today. So I'd like to kick it off by inviting Jennifer Meller to come and speak for a few minutes. She's going to kind of provide an overview of this industry in Arizona and in general. And so she's going to talk a little bit about this. Jennifer is with the Greater Phoenix Chamber Foundation and the partner on the AZ Careers Now initiative. Jennifer Meller is the Chief Innovation Officer for the Greater Phoenix Chamber. Welcome, Jennifer.
Well, thank you so much, Jessica. And it's so good to be here with you this morning. Really excited to share some data around opportunities in the finance and insurance sector. So I won't bore you with tons and tons of data details, but want you to see the different types of career paths that are available. Next slide, please. So this is a really great time to be on the hunt for a new job. If you have a job but are looking for that amazing career that's going to pay you and be a lifelong career opportunity, this is the perfect time to do it, because almost every company in town is hiring. You'll see we've got lots of great companies that we're going to be featuring today, all of them are looking for amazing qualified talent. And if you don't have the technical background in finance and insurance, there's also so many great opportunities right now to get that training and experience. There's lots of funding out there to help support you and make that training free of charge as well. Next slide, please. Just to give you a perspective on the current job market in Arizona, we currently have about 2.8 million people that are employed throughout Arizona. A good chunk of those are here in the Maricopa County region. And you'll see that the median wage is about $40,000. Next slide, please. One thing that you'll also, you may not know is that we've actually added 440,000 jobs in the last decade. So we've seen explosive growth in our market here in Arizona. I think what's really interesting is when we look at the Arizona, or we look at the finance and insurance market, that makes up a good chunk of our jobs in Arizona. And it's 6% of the overall market, so 180,000 finance and insurance jobs here. And if you look at those wages, they're 60% higher than the average median income here in Arizona. So again, these are really high paying jobs with lots of upward mobility. Next slide, please. Just to give you perspective on growth. So what I just shared was where we've come from. We are projected to add 592,000 jobs over the next 10 years. And you'll see that we're going to experience similar growth in the finance and insurance sector. So we're anticipating adding 40,000 jobs. So that's 4,000 jobs a year. Again, just showing you that there's lots of long-term opportunity with these companies. Next slide, please. Just a little bit of history on our median wages here in Arizona. We've seen a huge uptick over the last 6 years here in the state. Part of that actually has been driven by our increases in minimum wage. But we'll take a look here next at the finance sector and show you that growth as well. Next slide, please. So if you look at the median wage or mean wage across the finance sector, you'll see that it has continued to progress and grow over the last several years. And Arizona is continuing to see that upward progress for average wages. Next slide. And then if you look at the total employment throughout the US, there's lots of jobs available in finance and insurance. Almost 10 million jobs across the country that are dedicated to finance and insurance jobs, and close to 200,000 here in Arizona. Next slide, please. Just to give you a sense of the types of jobs that are available here in Arizona, you'll see there's lots of on and off ramps for individuals depending on your talent and your technical background. But you can get started in like an accounting job, doing bookkeeping or auditing with no degree. And then you can continue to get that education, go to school. Many of these companies will pay for you to go to school. And you can actually get an accounting degree, get your bachelor's and move into a higher paying salary. One thing I want to call out specifically about financial analysts at the bottom of the screen, you will see that position typically requires a bachelor degree, not always, but sometimes it does require that degree. And companies aren't just looking for people that have a degree in finance. They are looking for individuals that have demonstrated the ability to learn, that they have that bachelor's degree, but they also are really well-rounded in customer service and communications. So if you have a liberal arts degree, humanities degree, and are looking for an opportunity in a very technical career, these could be career paths for you. One additional plug I'll give in here is there's also a precursor certification that you can actually get called the Security Essentials or Security Industry Essentials exam. That exam is a 6-week course that you can take at Scottsdale Community College. It demonstrates that you have those financial competencies, and you can actually take that course, go over to one of our partners, and many of them will hire you on the spot if you have that certification. And then last but not least, again, I'm not going to go through these in detail, but you can see that you can easily make six figures in this type of career path. So lots of upward mobility and long-term opportunity. And then last but not least, I'll just share with you, you can find all of this information on our website at azcareersnow.com, not just in the financial services sector, but I noticed that some of you are interested in IT and cybersecurity paths as well. There's lots of great data on those, or data and information on those types of career paths as well. And I would really encourage all of you to connect with our companies today. I talked a lot about financial services careers, but many of these companies are hiring talent in multiple areas. So I can almost guarantee you that everyone is looking for IT and cybersecurity talent among other positions. So hopefully you'll have an opportunity to learn a little bit more about these companies and connect with them throughout the day. And thank you again so much for being here. I hope you all are connected to an amazing opportunity.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. What great information. I'm actually working with a young girl right now that really felt like she's a single mom with 4 kids and really felt like she had nowhere to go, trying to pick up serving jobs. And we got her enrolled into a program, and actually with one of the employers on the line, but she's in a program where she's learning to understand the financial world. She'll come out, she's testing, she'll come out with a certification. I think it was 8 weeks. There was no fee for this particular program. And now she has a career path, and she's going to be able to get a home for her and her 4 kids and leave the domestic situation she has been in. So these opportunities that are available are life-changing. And so whether you are brand new into this industry or you have been here for 20, 30, 40 years, so many of these employers have multiple different types of opportunities for you. So again, I know a lot of you have just joined for this first 10 minutes. And so we are using the chat like crazy today. So go ahead and drop in your name and where you're calling in from. We are also dropping in our LinkedIn URLs because that allows us to connect with each other. And so make sure you're dropping those in. I would love to connect with all of you. All right, so we're going to get started with our employers. And again, these are 3-minute TED Talks. Get your notepad out, take some notes, and make sure to stay on the line till the end. In about an hour and 15 minutes, you will be able to connect directly with these speakers and hiring companies and managers and recruiters at the end directly. So stay on the line for that. All right, I would like to first welcome Victor Goldman. He is the CEO of Goldbook Financial. Hi, Victor.
Hey, Jessica, how are you?
Great.
Very, very good. Well, first off, I just want to thank you, Jessica, and thank every single person that is here in attendance today. Super excited for today for all of you. I will tell you, it's going to be a little bit hard for me. I'm originally from New York, as you can tell behind me. So to try to keep it under 3 minutes, that's a tall task you're asking of me. Anyhow, I also just want to introduce, I am joined in here by Eric Batalson, Brittany Madison, and Jabari Danzi from our firm. So thrilled to have you guys on here as well. So you can go ahead to the next slide. And I'm pretty much going to mainly focus on this slide. Go ahead. You could do the first little thing, who we are, because I think that is by far the most important part of all of this, is who we are as an organization. We are a member of the MassMutual family of firms. MassMutual is a Fortune 100 company. Super proud to be a part of them. We provide individuals, business owners, and corporations with personalized advice and solutions to protect what matters. We have a culture of excellence. We have an amazing support team. And out here in the Valley, we are the first firm that you think of when seeking insurance, investment, financial planning strategies, and certainly the firm of choice for talented people seeking a financial services career. And I'm going to stay on this slide for a little bit and just talk a little bit more about our culture, who we are as an organization. First and foremost, I think you can see the picture on the top left there. We were just last year recognized by Phoenix Business Journal as being the #1 best place to work in the micro category. And actually, we had the highest score amongst all categories. So it is such a reflection of the amazing team that we have here at Goldbook. Just wonderful, fabulous people. We are also the only organization that was in the Phoenix Business Journal Book of Lists for all three categories: insurance brokerage, group benefits, and investment advisory. We have an extraordinarily, as you could probably tell, high energy office. We've got a beautiful office location right here, right at the beginning part of Old Town, right by the Fashion Square Mall. All of our advisors are afforded a full suite of benefits made available to them. Major medical, vision, dental, 401k matches are eligible for, pension contributions. We have an extraordinary training program as well, a robust group of people in the office with various specialties to support them, help them build their practices. We've got teaming opportunities. We support you in getting all of your licenses, insurance, and investments. And we could go ahead and skip over to the by the way, before you skip over, you could just see how much fun we have together as an organization. You can now skip to the next slide. This is really our solutions. This is what we focus on the insurance side, on the planning side for individuals, business solutions. What we do also, we work with individuals, with business owners alike. And we very much invite you to come into our breakout session, find out why we are, the premier financial services firm here in the Valley. We are thrilled to be here. You can go ahead to the next slide with our contact information. Certainly feel free to reach out to Eric Batalson, who is on here as well. There's all of his contact information. I very, very much look forward to getting to meet all of you very, very soon. And thank you once again for joining us. So much appreciated.
Great. Thank you. You did a great job. I think you're right at like just over 3 minutes.
Yes.
I know that's hard for a New Yorker. Awesome. Thank you so much, Victor, for being here today. So we're starting off with financial service reps, and they will drop their information in the chat as well for you to connect directly if you're interested in that type of position and career opportunity. All right, we're going to move over to Northwestern Mutual. So Noah Haffrey is a financial advisor and is here on behalf of Northwestern Mutual. So hi, Noah.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me. Definitely excited to be here and share just a little bit about Northwestern Mutual and how we're serving our clients and helping people throughout the state and the country. So first, I will start with, so Northwestern Mutual has been around since 1857. So we're talking over 160 years of serving people and inspiring people to raise the bar financially in their lives. We are also a Fortune 100 company. So we're number 90 on the Fortune 100 list. We are also a $267 billion company. So we are this massive company that has a heart and passion for serving others and helping people raise the bar or raising the waterline in their lives when it comes to planning and thinking about their goals and their future. But when it comes to our clients, and when it comes to our community and our culture, even though we're this $267 billion company, we definitely take a more boutique-ish approach. Again, whether that with working with clients and just how we do business. So as far as some of you out there, again, we are less concerned about what your degree is in, or if you're a career changer looking to pivot careers. Less concerned about that, more concerned about who you are as a person, what your heart looks like, what is your integrity, your core values, solid principles. Those are the things that we can't coach, right? We are really good at developing new advisors. And so we have an incredible 5-year development program. And so again, we're good at teaching the X's and O's and how to be a successful financial advisor. But again, more so what we're looking for is, who are you as a person? What are your integrity and core values? Some of the things we can't teach. That's really what we're focused on when attracting new talent. So you can go to the next slide. With our approach, we call it a holistic approach. So you see to the right, our planning philosophy, the whole picture. So we're not just geared towards insurance. We're not just geared towards investments. We understand when, acquiring clients, it's about, they got to know you, they got to like you, and most of all, they got to trust you. And so when we're working with clients, we feel it's best suited for them to help them on all fronts. So whether that's risk management, wealth management, or even someone who is going into or in retirement already, talking about preservation and maybe distribution strategies in retirement. You can go to the next slide if you will. So again, there are, why Northwestern Mutual? I'll kind of pivot away from it. There's a lot of great companies on this call, a lot of great opportunities out there. We really believe from a culture standpoint and just kind of how we, move and eat and walk and talk. We definitely feel like we're an outlier in the financial planning space. And again, we definitely take a more boutique-ish approach in all fronts. And so if you're someone who, is looking for a new career or pivoting into a new career, if you're someone who's looking for freedom and autonomy, if you're someone who is looking to serve people and really have a heart and passion for helping others, and then lastly, you're someone who doesn't want a glass ceiling when it comes to creating your own destiny financially, I'd love to chat with you. Maybe this is a perfect fit, maybe it's not, but I would love to connect with you. Always love meeting new people. So if you're interested in connecting and learning more about Northwestern Mutual, my contact info is at the bottom left there. So feel free to reach out to me, phone call, email, whatever works best for you. Again, thanks for having me. Definitely humbled to be here and hoping to connect with a bunch of you later on here this morning.
Thank you so much, Noah. We appreciate you guys being on.
Thanks.
All right, so 2 companies have spoken. We're on to the next one, and this is State Farm. Robert Barnett is here today. He is the talent brand specialist. Hi, Robert.
Good morning. Hi, thank you for having me here. So we're going to start out with who we are. So State Farm, we are a Fortune 50 mutual insurance company, meaning that we are owned by its policyholders. We have our corporate headquarters is in Bloomington, Illinois. We have 3 hub locations. One is in Atlanta, Georgia. One is in Richardson, Texas. And then our third one is here in Tempe, Arizona. And it's located on the beautiful campus of Marina Heights on Tempe Town Lake. So if you are driving the 202, it's very hard to miss those buildings. We were founded in 1922 by a retired farmer and insurance salesman, G.J. Maherle, and we just celebrated our 100th anniversary in June. So that was a very big celebration across all of our hubs and locations and our corporate office. One thing that we say is bring your authentic self to work. We embrace diversity. We encourage our employees to build relationships, broaden their perspectives, and appreciate the different points of view of others. We have 12 employee resource groups that help our employees connect with people who have similar or completely different backgrounds and interests than their own. One example would be myself. I'm in an employee resource group it's called HOPE, helping others parent efficiently. I have no children. However, I like to be able to be that support and that ally. So that was one of the employee resource groups that I did join. We are very big on personal development. We offer our employees a personal bank of time that they can use throughout the year. And once that bank of time runs out, we do not stop there. We still allow them to continue to develop themselves. But we just want to say, hey, here are 8 hours. We really want you to take the time to develop yourselves. One of the things, a perfect example is we have temporary work assignments. I'm actually in a temporary work assignment to where my department will lend me to another department. So that way I can broaden my business acumen. And then you go back to your department and you apply those skills. State Farm is very big supportive family. We offer the healthcare, work-life balance, well-being, time off pay, retirement, and then and we can actually move to the next slide. Hiring. So we are hiring in claims, customer service, and underwriting. We have we've hired to date 6,000 claim representatives. We are still have a big hiring need for quarters 3 and 4. So I really encourage anyone to go out there for claims, customer service, bilingual. Please go out there. We're always hiring. I will drop those links here in the chat. And then we can also go to the next slide. And so this is my information here. Please feel free to reach out to me through email. Please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm more than happy to help you through your journey here in getting hired at State Farm.
Thank you so much, Robert. Are you guys hiring remote, in-person, hybrid?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I missed that. I actually have that as a note. So we have in office, we have remote, and we have hybrid. So those are very big. Those are things we had an all leadership briefing where we said that is not going away. We know a lot of companies are bringing their employees back into the office. Our model will not be going back into the office. We will have that hybrid and remote, and we do have some positions that are in office, but we really encourage relationship building. So that's why we want to continue to still have that kind of office.
Okay, great. All right, thank you so much, Robert. Just a side note, if you are not speaking, please mute. And we'll try and keep track of anyone that goes off mute and speaks in the background. But Robert, thank you so much. I know there's great opportunities there. And there was one question about, is there a pay differential or
yes,
a bump for bilingual?
We do. We do pay for bilingual, and we also pay a 10% shift differential if someone works in the evenings.
Okay, awesome. Again, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
All right, one of my favorite people is next. His name is John Walters, and he is a sales director with Liberty Mutual. Welcome, John.
Hey, I appreciate it very much. Thank you again for the time today. I'm excited. My goal in the next 3 minutes is to make insurance cool. So if I have accomplished that, I look forward to seeing you in my breakout room here in a little bit. On the next slide is my brag slide. We all need to brag a little bit, right? So I think the numbers are all speak for themselves, who Liberty Mutual is, but it's always about what's in it for me, right? Let's just be honest. Hey, I'm here. It's all about me. So if you look at this, what's in it for you? We have 50,000 employees. We're in 13 countries, and we're on 6 out of the 7 continents. If you go to my breakout room, I'll tell you which continent we're not on. You might have figured it out, but you may not have. But what does that mean for you? It means huge opportunities. Let me kind of give you an example of that. Recently, Liberty Mutual broke off our field sales channel. We're now an organization called Comparion Insurance Agency. Basically, you have the nation's largest insurance agency that now sells all the field products for Liberty Mutual, also Safeco, and then for 30 other carriers across the country. And if you think about opportunities, what does that do for somebody? It allows them to basically meet people's needs across the board. Every insurance carrier has different appetites, but when you think about innovation and companies, Liberty Mutual is willing to take that step of carving off our entire sales organization and making it a wholly owned subsidiary so we can be more nimble, more flexible, and really be that small company within a Fortune 100 company. And that's pretty exciting because you think about the layers of management, you think about the layers of things. I know that's not politically correct to always talk about, but when it's all said and done, we want to be nimble and fast. And that allows an organization like Liberty to be very nimble and fast on the sales side. And I share that with you because that really ties right into our culture. Think about our culture. It's very similar to some of the other conversations. We've got the phenomenal benefits. That's pretty much a given. Shouldn't even have to question that. You got your employee resource groups because we want you to connect, bring your authentic self, like our good friends from State Farm shared. That is huge because if the true you shows up, it's amazing. And the success you're going to have is beyond any of our wildest dreams. Basically, the motto that we use nowadays is you're in business for yourself, not by yourself. And that's really how we look at it. Is we're looking for people who are entrepreneurial, who bring those ideas, and they're coming into a very fast-moving Fortune 100 company. To kind of close out this slide, the last piece is we really view ourselves as a tech company that happens to sell insurance. You never would have thought of it, but the technology and the advancements that we use from AI to everything else is mind altering. If we go to the next slide, this will tell you if you should apply. Just a couple of bullets I want to highlight. Number one is my favorite bullet, right? If you're engaging, people want to talk to you. We love cool coworkers that are amazing. We love to connect with great people, but that's really, really huge. That first bullet is drive enthusiasm and everything. And I think the very bottom is goal oriented. We're all about being great today, but setting goals that stretch us to be even better tomorrow. When you talk about the income, I love the slides in the very beginning that we talked about from the chamber. And to level set where we are, entry level jobs are in that 50 to 60,000 range. But I can also tell you our top agents are north of $1 million, and that's take home money. That's I like to call it go home money. It's not a minus expenses, minus this, minus this. That is what your money shows. So if you're thinking about I'm a high achiever, I want to make great money, but I want to be in business by myself, this is a phenomenal opportunity for us to spend a few minutes talking. With that, my contact information is on the next slide, and I'm going to turn it back to Jessica and say thank you as always for your time.
Awesome, John. Thank you so much for being here today. Love when you join us. All right, so lots of great opportunities at Liberty Mutual. And now we're going to move over to PayPal. So Sarah Christian is a recruiter with PayPal. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for inviting me today. I really appreciate it. It's great to chat with everybody about PayPal. If you're not sure what PayPal is, we are a transactor for both people and merchants with over 429 million active accounts currently. And just last year, we processed 19 billion transactions with over $1.25 trillion. So there is a lot of money movement happening within our company. A little bit about us. We are a benefits starting day one company. That includes your medical, dental, vision, your PTO accrual. We match a 401k. Our training is 100% paid. We like to grow our talent. We have a strong internal talent program, mentoring and upskilling in current roles, as well as internships for roles outside of those roles. We are a welcoming and fun culture. We believe in come as you are and bring who you are. Our core values are really rooted in who we are. We stand on 4 pillars, which is innovation, collaboration, inclusion, and wellness. That wellness is not just going to be your medical wellness. It's your physical wellness, it's your financial wellness, it's your personal wellness. And PayPal truly believes that if our employees are well, they will do well for us and for our customers. I have one role today, if you can go to the next slide, that's what I want to focus on. I hire internally for many of our business organizations. I hire for executive escalations, I hire for compliance, I hire for sales, I hire for our project management. But today I want to talk about our customer service agent for business relationships. This is an important role for PayPal because these are the communicators for our businesses who either have products or want PayPal products. What we do in this role is they're going to answer those customer contacts through either inbound or outbound calls, emails, and chats, and talk to them about what their business needs are. They're going to proactively guide and educate those merchant consumers and take a dynamic approach to consulting. So a little bit about this role is we are offering a fully remote role. We do provide all of the equipment, and all you need to do is provide your space and the internet. Just so you know, our hourly rate starts at $20 an hour, plus we offer a bonus opportunity that is an annual bonus. Our training is, again, 100% full, and from this role, there's a million ways to grow within the company. If you're curious more about this role, it does require 2 years of customer service experience. Highly suggest someone with some degree of either financial service or sales or tech support. Strong communicators are going to do well. On the last slide, I'm going to give you my contact information, and in the chat, I'm also going to add my LinkedIn. I post roles that we are recruiting for on my team all the time, and I would love to connect with everybody today. The role that I have posted here that I talked about today is that link that's up above. Other roles can be found at our PayPal site. And If you don't see anything that you're interested right now, I strongly recommend joining our talent community. We have a great system where if you join our talent community and we have something new that opens up, your resume goes into our inbox. So please make sure you connect to that. My name is Sarah Kristen. You can email me at sarahkristen@paypal.com, and my LinkedIn is there. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm sure so many people on the line are like me and get multiple notifications from PayPal every day. They're running businesses through PayPal, buying things. And so such a great opportunity to have you here and have people interested in positions for your company. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so I would like to introduce you all to Freedom Financial Network. Some of you may not have ever heard of Freedom before, and we have been working with them for about 10 years now, and a phenomenal company, and they have really grown a huge organization, fairly large organization here in the Phoenix metro area. And it's been an honor to watch them and be part of this. So I would like to introduce you all to Loretta O'Donnell. She's a supervisor of talent acquisition at Freedom Financial Network. Hi, Loretta. If you are speaking, we cannot hear you. Oh,
all right. So sorry. I will catch us up, get us back on track. Can you see me? Okay, awesome.
We got you.
All right, thank you. Well, thank you so much for inviting us to this event today. My name is Loretta O'Donnell, and I am joined by Maya Blake. She and I are both supervisors here within the talent acquisition team. And as Jessica mentioned, not everybody is familiar with Freedom. So what we do as an organization is we're a financial company with a heart. We help consumers that are struggling, consumers that are striving for that financial future. We provide relief. We offer options that fit their needs, and we put our customers first. So when our customers succeed, we succeed as an organization. So knowing that, we're not in the insurance business, but I think a lot of those skill sets do apply to what we do and what we look for in candidates. But specific to finance and accounting, these are groups within Freedom that historically have been very, very small teams behind the scenes. Today, they're 50 people strong. They are individuals that wear many, many different hats. Yes, they are head down in spreadsheets at times, doing month-end close, doing reporting, but they're also teams that meet to present to mid and senior level leadership. So they're seen as partners, as advisors, really subject matter experts across the business. So these business leaders are really looking and seeking their guidance from an accounting or financial perspective. How can I better grow my business? How am I doing with some of the changes that I've presented or that I've initiated within my group? And really that's where accounting has a seat at the table here at Freedom. But it's not, it's not just the numbers. It's also truly a people business from an accounting and financial perspective. So if some of you are like, you've committed to finance and accounting, that's your passion, that's great. If those that are still seeking it out or still trying to understand if that's really the path you want to go, that's okay. Maya and I would love to chat with you, not just about finance and accounting, but there's other areas within the organization, such as customer service, HR, engineering, IT, operations. We are, as Jessica said, we've been growing along the way. We're now a little over 2,700 employees, and there's probably an opportunity within the organization that you can kind of gravitate towards. So we have a website. You can go there, apply. But again, we'd love to chat with you more specifically within the chat room and answer whatever questions that you have. So thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you, Loretta. Thanks for being here today.
You're welcome.
We love working with you guys. All right, you guys, we're going to move on to American Express. and Scott Cohen is a lead recruiter for Amex. So welcome, Scott. All right.
Hey everyone, I'm not sure if Scott is having some trouble, but my name is Marcus. I'm also a recruiter here for American Express. I'm super happy to be able to chat with you guys today and tell you a little bit about what we do here at the Blue Box. We are one of the oldest companies in the country. We've been around since 1850, and our vision is to provide the world's best customer experience every single day. And we definitely have that reputation in the marketplace. If any of you guys are card holders, you know what our experience looks like. We're here with American Express, and that's what we aim to provide to our customers and to the colleagues that work with us. We are number 8 on Forbes Best Places to Work list, and that is because we stand behind each other each and every day at work, and we really do our best to collaborate effectively and support each other at a high level. On our next slide, we're going to be talking just a little bit about some of our values, some of the things that are important to us here at American Express. Scott, are you on the line?
Yeah, I was having some problems, but thank you. Thanks, Marcus. So yeah, our Blue Box values are really important to our day-to-day work at American Express. I always say we treat our customers how we treat each other as colleagues. So we back our customers, we make it great, we always do what's right. We respect people, we do embrace diversity, we stand for inclusion, and we win as a team, we support our communities. I wanted to add one more thing. We have a really great program called our Colleague Network Groups. It's really a way to provide, one is called BEN, our Black Enterprise Network Group. We have one for LGBTQ+, and it really engages our colleagues in a really meaningful way. They're able to kind of broaden their internal network. And I think it's a really unique thing we have here at American Express. Next.
On our next slide here, you're going to see some QR codes that will link you directly to jobs that we're hiring for today. A couple of them, just to call out, most of these are completely financial related. So our credit approval manager is a role that we have been working to fill. We actually have a couple of different openings that is in our underwriting organization, and we're looking to fill that. The senior commercial loss mitigation specialist is a commercial underwriting position for customers who owe high volume of money to American Express, and they're looking for workout options. So it's an underwriting position that focuses on providing workout options to our high owed volume to American Express customers. Then finally, we have underwriting analysts, which is again a commercially focused underwriting role. And if you've got underwriting experience and you're in the Phoenix area, we would love to speak with you about any one of these three. To learn more, you can scan the QR codes on your screen, and it will pop open the job description that you are looking for. Finally, our last slide just has some of our contact information. These are the 3 recruiters that are working on these roles at the moment. If you'll save our contact information, we'd be happy to hear from you. I've already dropped my LinkedIn link into the chat. I'm happy to connect with you there as well. I'll do it again in just a minute. We're looking forward to getting to know you guys in the group breakout rooms and learning a little bit more about you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Scott, for kind of working together on that. Love it. Bree, could you just go back one slide? I want to show the QR codes again real quick. So again, with these, you can just take your phone and scan that in your picture view, and it will give you a link to go right directly to those openings. And so that's available to you. But again, we are going to be sending all of you on that, a link or an email after this call that will have a list of all the companies that are represented here today, the link to their job board, as well as the link to this call and this event. And so you will get that typically within 24 hours, we will have that out to you. All right, so our next speaker, actually what we did is we pulled in another option. So I know the majority of you are on the call today and you are looking for different companies and jobs. We wanted to also, one of the things we've seen as people are interested in different careers is one of the things we've seen is people interested in different types of opportunities. So we've invited somebody here to speak today that has business ownership as one of the options through franchising. And so she has a little bit longer than the 3-minute slot, but she's going to speak just because she needs to explain what this is and what the opportunities are through franchising. And so I encourage you to listen, to take this in and understand what's happening. But before we introduce Anna, again, we are working in the chat to try to engage each of you, to connect with you. I'm having a blast connecting with each of you on LinkedIn. So if you haven't dropped your LinkedIn profile or LinkedIn URL yet, make sure to do that in the chat. And the best way to do it is if it's blue, that means it's clickable. So on the chat, I put full instructions on how to do that if you're not sure, but we would love to connect with all of you on the line today. So I'd like to introduce you to different options through the franchising model to Anna Brambilla. Anna, how are you?
I'm well. Good to see you. How are you?
Thanks. Hi.
All right. Well, I'm thrilled to be offering a different perspective and something new, and hopefully encourage you to explore all of your options. So as Jessica mentioned, my name is Anna Brambilla, and I am with the Entrepreneur Source. And I am a franchise business owner myself. I help people explore franchising as an option. So I'm experiencing some significant technical difficulties, so forgive me if this is a little bit more disjointed than it usually is, but wanted to chat with you about franchising. The biggest thing I want to stress is that I offer an additional avenue to explore as you're looking for a job, and there is no cost to working with me. Next slide, please. So I love this quote. What could you do if people wouldn't let you fail? If you knew that you could not fail? Now, obviously failure happens all the time, but I happen to think that franchising is a beautiful concept for people. Liberty Mutual stole my line, but I love it, being in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that's so crucial. With the franchise, it's your business. You get to run it how you want to. I own my own business. I own my franchise, the Entrepreneur Source, and I get to, one of the things that I get to do is to celebrate and sponsor, be a corporate sponsor of Career Connectors, and I'm thrilled and honored to do so. Next slide, please. So what we're going to be doing is just take a little bit that understand that you have control of your career, and that's why I'm called the Career Ownership Coach. Next slide, please. So I want you to encourage you to accept the challenge of exploring your options, see what's available. Next slide, please. Get to invest in yourself. So that's something so crucial. I talk to clients all day long, every day, who are so frustrated with corporate America and want to see what else is out there, and they want to be able to take control of their career. Next slide, please. We want to own your future. Next slide. We're going to go through this pretty quickly because I know I only have a few minutes. And next slide, too. Stop giving up control. We're going to talk very, very briefly about something called the battered career syndrome. I'm sure some of you have felt that. I felt that. I just can't deal with corporate America anymore. Lots of people do and love it, and that's fantastic. And really what I want to do is give them an additional option to explore. So we call the battered career syndrome. The things that I hear the most from the clients are, I'm sick of working for unpleasant people. I'm sick of the politics. I'm sick of making money for other people. And I'm sick of the death by meetings. If that applies to you, then I encourage you to take a look. I know that Bree has been kind enough to put my LinkedIn profile in there. Please connect with me, even if you have no interest whatsoever in franchising. Please connect with me. I've got, I think, a couple of thousand. Actually, I haven't checked recently, but I've got a number of connections. Happy to help in whatever way I can. Also, take a look at my LinkedIn recommendations and see that I am what I say I am. I am a coach on your side of the table, helping you explore what's best for you. And with that, I'm going to skip the rest of the slides because I think I'm running out of time, but I would love to connect with anybody on LinkedIn and see what I can do to help you all, and look forward to connecting with you. And thank you very much.
Hey, Anna, I have a quick question. Do you
Yeah.
have any examples of finance or insurance type of nonprofits that people have taken over or owned?
Yeah, we have some in the finance, including a great one that's in the accounting field for all of those accountants that say, I want to own my own business, but this is not something that, but I don't know how to do that. We have some great ones. I work a lot with CFOs, the accountants, the financial planner, the financial analysts. I come from that in my background. And one of the things that I encourage them to do is to use those great analytical skills, that great business analysis, that great business management skills, and see if we can find a different industry to apply that to. But we certainly have lots of great options for people who are have that finance background. And my MBA and my undergraduate degree, my MBA is in finance and my undergraduate degree is in economics. I speak finance, love it, love numbers, and would love to chat with anyone.
Awesome.
Thanks,
And then
Jessica.
there's just one more question here about insurance agents. Is that something you also help with?
Insurance is a different beast. It's a different beast, not something that I work with. They're great organizations. I know we've got some great representation here. It's a similar concept as Liberty Mutual said, we're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. But it's a different support, different mechanisms, different industries. So if that's something, if you're interested in one of the insurance companies, I encourage you also to chat with me and see if I have something else too that might help you explore. And again, I'm just an additional role, an additional avenue to explore.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anna.
Thanks,
We
Jessica.
appreciate you being here and offering different types of opportunities. All right, guys, I would like to ask you if you have been in your life, if you have ever utilized any of the companies that are on the call today, would you just drop a 1 in the chat? I'd like to want to make sure you guys are still engaged and see who is still here. Great. Thank you, Gilbert. If any of the companies have touched your lives, drop a 1 in the chat. That's awesome. Look at the impact here. And I just love doing these events because we have the connections for you, for companies that are touching our lives every single day. Whether you are running your own businesses, whether you are working as an employee at an organization, you are making an impact. So awesome. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to move over to another great company, another award-winning company, USAA. Savannah Littlejohn is the talent delivery with USAA. Hi, Savannah.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having us. But yes, I'm Savannah. I am a recruiter for USAA. And just to tell you a little bit about our company, USAA was founded in 1992. And we recently just celebrated our 100-year anniversary in June of this year, which was pretty amazing. But we offer insurance, banking, and other financial services for U.S. military members and their families. We have over 36,000 employees and over 13 million members with campuses in San Antonio, Dallas, Tampa, Chesapeake, Colorado Springs, Phoenix, and Charlotte. But we have an amazing campus in Phoenix that has over 4,600 employees, and it's still growing. But we offer a fitness center, hiking trails, on-campus Starbucks, along with other amenities for our employees. So we're always looking for people who value veterans, our military culture, and who understand our members. We currently have a wide range of positions available, such as customer service, insurance and banking, and risk positions, while also having on-site, hybrid, and remote schedule opportunities. And we try to list those on our postings. You don't have to be a veteran or member of the military to join USA as an employee. We just want you to understand our culture and our mission. So if you are interested, please be sure to apply to any openings on our website directly. It's usaajobs.com. I'll put it in the chat, and I'll also put in my LinkedIn link.
All right, great. So you guys have, did you say, I'm sorry if I missed it, did you say how many openings you have available?
But right now, so for Phoenix, I don't know the exact number of postings are always coming up and down, but they're all on there. You can filter, you can type in Phoenix in the search bar, and it'll pull out all those positions for you to apply to.
Okay, great. Usually there's quite a volume with USAA,
Right.
and so you guys are always growing and hiring. And so those are 3 specific ones that she talked about, but there is a wide array of opportunities at USAA. And you know, USAA primarily serves our military, and it's just a really phenomenal company out, especially in the Phoenix area, and they have quite a large facility. One more question for you, Savannah. What about remote opportunities versus on-site opportunities?
So we are currently doing the hybrid schedule, remote and on-site. We tried to list them on the postings. Some of the postings, not to get too detailed, but some of them start in office for training, then they go to the hybrid, but it should always be labeled on the posting when you see and you plan the requisition.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely.
All
Thank you.
right, we're going to move over to Olivia Terabini. She is a senior recruiter with Vanguard. Hi, Olivia.
Hello, all. Thank you so much for having me today, and so excited to talk to you all about Vanguard. So yes, as Jessica said, I'm on the recruiting team here at Vanguard. Vanguard is one of the largest investment firms. We're actually the largest mutual fund company in the country with over $7 trillion of assets under management. However, as you can kind of tell from our mission statement noted there, we are all about the clients and what's best for our clients. We're actually client owned. And so especially getting into the roles that we will talk about today, truly makes an impact in our very client facing roles, you know, having that relationship with our clients. We're continuously working for success for what we call our 3 C's, which are our clients, our crew, and our community. And so going through these 4 key pillars of our employee value proposition here, we work with a purpose, right? Being client owned. Everyone is very teamwork oriented, all striving for the same bottom line. We're not competing with our peers for clients or commission. And it's all about the service that we are able to provide. Success through partnership, both with our clients and our peers. Never stop growing. And that's one thing that I've personally really appreciated about Vanguard in my own journey, the opportunity for continued training and development. I joined Vanguard in one of our primary foundational roles, our client relationship associate role, about 7 years ago, which is crazy to think about how time flies, but I did not have a background in financial services at all. I actually didn't even take a finance class in school. I had a background in the nonprofit sector, but thought that I should probably learn about financial services for my own financial well-being, right? So joined Vanguard, spent about a year in that role, and then was able to make a transition internally into HR, and have been continuing to learn and grow in this space. So really awesome that those opportunities are continued throughout a crew member's journey at Vanguard. And then also live my best. So all benefits start immediately. Vanguard is very supportive of work-life balance. You know, we've got, I know it was mentioned previously with other companies, which it's so exciting. Like we've got on-campus gyms and a wellness center to make everything as convenient as possible. You know, we have 18 days of PTO a year plus 9 paid holidays. That's starting off, and you don't have to accrue that. And it's really encouraged that you take advantage of all of your benefits, because we know that you know, living your best life, bringing your full self to work makes everyone, Vanguard and crew, more successful. So we can get to the next slide. So these 2 roles, our client relationship associate position and our retirement plan services representative. And I know it was mentioned in the chat earlier, bilingual representatives are in high demand right now. So really awesome if you are Spanish speaking too. But In both of these roles, there are primary foundational roles licensed with either with the SIE in both, of course, the Security Industry Essentials exam, but either the Series 6 or Series 7, and then the Series 63. Again, Vanguard training and support in that licensing process is super supportive. Again, I didn't have background at all in this industry and was able to get through licensing back in the day and have that continued education to keep me fresh, as we go along. But in these roles, you'll be working within an inbound call center environment, talking to current Vanguard clients, no cold calling or sales, but providing a lot of education and investment guidance for not only your education, but the education and service and support of our clients. And career pathing is continuous and exponential moving forward. Like I mentioned a couple of times, I got directly into HR. Of course, there's huge amount of opportunities within relationship management, within advice and leadership. Our retirement plan services is within our institutional division. So working with our 401k, our employer plan participants. So there's a ton of different opportunities and divisions that you can get into. Here in Scottsdale, we have about 3,500 crew and growing. So really great place to start or continue your career. I saw someone that had the 6 and 63 licenses in the chat. So next slide, just would love to keep in touch with you. I'll drop my LinkedIn in the chat here. I know you can't cut and paste, but feel free to reach out to me about either one of these roles, but Maria Santiago, I'll probably connect you with her if you're interested in that institutional role, working with plan participants. But we're also on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, of course. And if you look up #Life@Vanguard, you'll get to see really great insight into our crew and get that personal side. So would love to connect with you all moving forward. Thank you so much.
Sorry, thank you, Olivia. We appreciate you. So if you wouldn't take just a moment and drop in the chat the direct link to your job board, that would be awesome. In fact, all the employers, if you would take a minute over the next 10 minutes and just make sure you have dropped in your direct link to the job boards, that would be super helpful to the candidates that are on the call today. Thank you again. We love Vanguard, been working with you for many years and have just seen lives transformed, especially through your training program and then career pathways. And what's one of the things that's so shocking to me to some of these employers that are on the call, quite a few of them, I have seen people have careers of 20, 30, 40 years at these companies. And so it's like once you get in and you understand the opportunity for career pathing, it's phenomenal. And so great. Thank you so much for being here. All right, we're going to move on to another great company, Charles Schwab, an award-winning company throughout Arizona and the United States. Phil Huta is the Director of Client Service and Support. Hi, Phil.
Well, good morning. Thanks, Jessica, for having us, and thanks to all of you for joining us today. Looking forward to a great conversation and certainly welcome you over to our breakout room where we can chat a little more. We can go ahead and go to the next slide. So I'm the director at Charles Schwab, and Schwab is a purpose-driven company. Some of you may remember May Day of 1975. In our industry, in the investment world, it used to be that commissions were fixed. Costs were very high. It was very difficult for the average person to invest. And Chuck Schwab had a belief. He had a belief that investing creates wealth and wealth creates freedom. He believed that people deserve a better deal. Investing should be accessible for everybody. Everybody has aspirations. They want to put their kids through college. They want to retire someday. They want to buy homes. They may want to fund a charity. everybody has goals and aspirations, and Chuck thought everybody should be an investor. And so our company exists because we want to help people live the kind of life that they want to live. We want to champion every person's goals with passion and integrity. And so at Schwab, we've grown from this little firm out on the West Coast to a nationwide firm with some international presence of about 35,000 employees, with over 7.3 trillion in client assets. We have a number of almost 34 million brokerage accounts at Schwab for serving the individual retail investor. We also get to serve advisors, about 15,000 of them across the country who have their own business and they choose to hold their accounts. And so we serve those advisors and their clientele. And then we also have employers who sponsor 401k plans, and we serve that employer and the participants in their plan. We exist to get to serve people who, as they invest, and we provide a whole host of wealth management services across the board. Our guiding star is to see things through the client's eyes. We want to treat them in a proactive, empathetic, ethical way. We're looking for people who are selfless, who have people skills, who have emotional intelligence, who love talking to people, who want to do something meaningful, they want to make a difference. And if you're that type of person, Schwab's the place for you. You know, we're a Fortune 50 most admired company. We win the workplace awards year after year. We get highly rated by industry evaluators year after year. Schwab's a firm that walks the talk. And you come in to Schwab and you experience the power of the One Schwab culture, where it's inclusive, it's respectful, there's tons of teamwork, there's collaboration, there's a massive investment in you, in your career journey. If you're coachable, you have the desire to serve people, you have some interest and capacity to learn about investing, we'll train you to become a wonderful financial professional. And you can enjoy a rewarding career and get to grow along the journey. We say grow where you're planted. And then when you come into the soil of Schwab, the ethics are there and the culture is there where you can grow, you can serve your family, you can serve in your community through volunteerism efforts. We have tons of employee resource groups where you can be connected with others who are like-minded. And you get a chance to serve both clients, both colleagues, and out in the community. And so if we think about Schwab has stayed on the cutting edge because we innovate. We're always growing and innovating on behalf of clients. And those innovations come from you. You get a chance to participate in that, to contribute ideas for how we grow and evolve the company, not just to create shiny new objects, but to make a difference for clients, for families as they invest for their futures. So in terms of benefits, I want to highlight one thing. We have, of course, a competitive benefits package, but we believe in work-life balance. And so every 5 years, we offer a sabbatical at Charles Schwab, where you can go out, you can volunteer, you can vacation with your family, you can recharge the battery, and so that you can come back in refreshed and ready to continue to work. Of course, thanks for advancing the screen, Jessica. We're on LinkedIn, we're on all the social media channels if you want to jump in and apply for jobs or explore our board. I also posted it into the chat, so welcome you to apply there. We have a landing page for this event so that you can sign up and explore careers. We are hiring for a whole host of different roles at the firm. Primarily, people come in through our service channel and they go through a 23-week training program to learn how to become a financial professional, and they get their industry licenses, and they start serving clients as a broker or registered representative. But we have all other types of roles available as well. You may have read that we've acquired TD Ameritrade, so we're growing like crazy, working hard on that conversion, and we're hiring by the boatloads as we continue to grow and evolve this firm to take care of clients. So if you're interested in chatting more about it, welcome over to our break room. Happy to answer any questions. My name is Phil Huta. You can see my email address there. I'll also post again into the chat my LinkedIn profile if you want to connect offline. So thanks for listening, and we'll look forward to chatting with you more in just a little bit.
Thank you so much, Phil. I remember learning that you guys called each other Schwabies years ago. And so I just love that you have a great community there at Charles Schwab. Also, I wanted to let everyone on the line know that we have 2 more companies to speak. So within about the next 10 minutes, you will be able to connect directly with the people that have spoken today. So hang on, we're about 10 minutes from the end where we're going to go into breakout rooms so you can have these conversations. As a side note, we're going to introduce Bank of America but they do have a firewall up, so they're not able to engage in the chat. Bree, our great event director, will be dropping their contact information in the chat, so you can connect with them on LinkedIn. But I'd like to introduce you all to Nicole King. She is a Senior Vice President at Bank of America.
Thank you so much, Jessica, and thank you everyone for your time today. I would like to tell you about Bank of America and the numerous opportunities the bank has to offer. You know, in working for Bank of America for almost 15 years, you know, I started as an entry-level associate and worked my way laterally and vertically to where I am today. This is just an example of the awesome career growth opportunities here at Bank of America. You know, Bank of America employees have access to industry-leading benefits, the ability to give back and make a difference in our community with paid volunteer time. We give employees the tools to be successful in both their professional and personal lives. Employees bring their whole self to work. No wonder why Bank of America is noted as one of Fortune's 100 best companies to work for. Bank of America leadership and the company overall recognizes and rewards top performing talent while supporting employees' financial, physical, and emotional wellness. As B of A is a 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365 days a year company, we offer a variety of shifts like first, second, or third, which is also an added benefit to employees' work-life balance and their needs. Our offices are located throughout the Valley and the United States. So if you're tired of the Phoenix heat, we have financial centers up in Flagstaff if you want to beat that heat. Some of our current openings include relationship bankers, licensed financial roles, fraud and client service representatives, and specialists, all of which enhance the overall client experience, which is a very rewarding feeling when you can actually add value to someone's life and enhance them to their overall life goals. To apply for any of our open roles, please visit www.bofa.com/careers to explore, you know, any open opportunities, as we have numerous throughout the Valley, you know, or reach out via LinkedIn, which is Bree is going to go ahead and drop into the chat if she hasn't already. I do hope you stop by our breakout room to hear more about our opportunities, and I would love to learn more about you and your career goals. You know, thank you so much, Jessica, for giving me some time today, and I look forward to speaking with some of you. Remember, Bank of America is not just a job, it's a career.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nicole. And also, thank you for stepping in last minute. I know you were on board at the last minute, so we really appreciate you doing that and letting people know about the awesome careers at Bank of America. All right. Thanks, Bree, for dropping that information in the chat. We appreciate you. All right, you guys, we're going to go into our last, but of course not least, as they say, employer. And after this, I'll close it out with some information, and then we will go into breakout rooms. And so I'd like to introduce you all to Nick Casey. He is a talent acquisition specialist with Paylocity. Hi, Nick. Nick, if you're speaking, you're on mute right now.
Hello, how we doing?
Oh,
Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. I was listening on my phone and thought you'd be able to hear me through that. Thanks for the intro there, Jessica, and good morning, everybody. My name is Nick Casey. I am a recruiter with Paylocity. I know we're talking about finance and accounting and insurance. Let's talk about some of that fun stuff. Payroll, right? That's the fun stuff. Don't answer that, please. So Paylocity, we are a cloud-based human capital management platform. We are an HCM. And what we do, we provide human resource and payroll management tools to help businesses manage their core HR function. So clients use our products to support their payroll, their HR, workforce management, talent management, and so forth there. So if you gave me one sentence, Paylocity is a technology company that specializes in payroll and HR. That tech piece, that's really what sets us apart from the rest of the industry there. I am calling you out of Chicago, and most of the time, I don't need to say that. Typically, the accent does give that away, but I do bring that up because we are headquartered in Schaumburg, Illinois, which is just a couple miles north of the city here. That said, we have an intense remote population. So we've got about 5,500 employees here at Paylocity. About 65% of them are working 100% remote. Okay, so we have a ton of remote opportunity here. Actually, as of this morning, we had 7 Arizona-focused remote opportunities, along with 70 true remote opportunities here. So at the end of the day, we've got almost 80 opportunities for folks on this call. Next slide, please. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the slide I was looking for. Sorry about that, Bree. So while I am here, I would love to shamelessly plug the position I am supporting. So we are talking about our client services manager role. So what this is, it's a great opportunity to work remotely with an established tech company. In this role, we're working directly with clients. We're answering questions, touching on anything from taxes to payroll to basic HR questions. But as I noted earlier, we are a technology company. So you are troubleshooting our software with our clients. You're training them on the products. This is a very, very all-encompassing role. There's a ton of variety in this position. And it's really just a great place to start here. You are at the center of everything. And once you've really mastered what you're doing, there's a ton of room for growth, a ton of it. It's like one of those choose your own adventure books, right? I've seen people start in this role and then work their way into those finance roles, into our HR department, into development. So really, there's no end to the opportunity. I did want to keep it short and sweet here. I do look forward to speaking with you all in these breakout rooms shortly. And yeah, really appreciate the time. I'm going to drop those links now.
All right, thank you so much. What great opportunities we have. So now, thank you all for speaking. So many wonderful opportunities. We have Fortune 100 companies on the line, award-winning organizations. We have brought in companies that are hiring for, if you're interested in running your own business, if you're interested in having being a finance advisor, if you're interested in being an employee at a large organization. We hope that you have found something today that has interested you. There are many internship, apprenticeship, training opportunities. I just saw a note in here from Deja about some training opportunities and certification opportunities available, and they will be in the breakout room available as well. And so, the first thing I wanted to do before we close it out, or kind of the final thing, is we are offering a $50 Amazon gift card to 4 people on the call today. And what we are only asking for is some feedback. And so I mentioned to you all that at the beginning of this, that we are on this wonderful grant opportunity to help get people to work in great careers and growing industries. And to do that, we need some information. And so I think it's maybe 5 questions, super simple. Bree is going to drop the URL in the chat. And when she drops that in, click on it, jump out, take the survey, and make sure to include your name and your cell phone number. That's how we're going to get a hold of you. So let's see, Bree, if you could go ahead and drop that link in the chat, and then we will go ahead and there you go, guys. So all attendees, please click on that link. What we're going to do is tomorrow morning, we will be picking out 4 winners, and we will be sending you an Amazon gift card. So you know those spam messages you get, like you are a winner of a gift card, and you always delete them. Do not delete this one. There are going to be 4 people that actually win the Amazon gift card just for filling out the survey. I can't tell you, we do this at many of our events, and I can't tell you the kind of like craziness we have to go through to let people know this is a real thing. Like, we're really sending you a gift card. They don't believe us. They think it's spam. They don't block us. They don't answer our calls. And so it's real. If you get a message tomorrow morning that says, hey, you won, this is Career Connectors, or this is Arizona Careers Now, and you have won a $50 gift card, please respond to us. We really want to send it to you. And so that will be coming. So thank you for filling that out. Once you fill that out, could you just drop a done or a 1 in the chat? And just so we know the link is, okay, some of you are done, drop a done in the chat and let us know that you have completed that. Okay, I just checked it. So Yolanda, you might want to try one more time I'm going to drop it again. There you go. It looks like it's up right now, but once you do that, drop done. Thank you, May. Thank you so much. Rosie, Rhonda, Vanessa, Gilbert, thank you guys. Just go ahead and drop done or 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. So you can, if you're not done with that, you can keep that moving, and we will pull those in the morning. Thank you so much to our education partners. Today we have the U of A is here, University of Arizona, as well as Gateway Community College. And each of those schools will have a breakout. And so if you're wondering, hey, some of these possible opportunities look wonderful, but I'm not really sure, do I need some education? Are there certification programs available? What is out there? Some are funded, some are, there's a portion that you have to pay, and some are not. So there's the gamut of opportunity. And so check out our education partners. They would be happy to talk to you during the breakout sessions. Also, for your ongoing career development, you can always go to azcareersnow.com and there's a job seeker section and an employer section. And there's a lot of information there that'll connect you to the Career Connectors portal. And one of them is a DISC assessment. And so the DISC assessment is free, no cost to you, and will tell you a little bit about your ideal work environment. Like, it won't tell you if you like remote, but it'll tell you the types of environments. And some people do like to work alone and like to be remote. Some people do like to be around a whole bunch of people and engaging. So it'll walk you through some of that, tell you about your communication style. And then again, this event, as well as all of our other events for the last couple of years, are recorded, and you can find them out on our portal. And so you'll get that link tomorrow directly to this event. We are online and would love to connect with you that way as well. Okay, we have some great events coming up. The first one is called Red Hot Resumes. And this one is a Career Connectors event, and it is Thursday, September 8th. We do 2 of these events a year. What we do is we bring in some of the best resume writers, and we go through a panel and we talk about how to format your resume, how to get it through the applicant tracking software, how to include the information you need to include, how to stand out. And so we will have 3 resume writers on this panel, and then we will have multiple in breakout rooms where you can bring your resume and they'll talk specifically about your resume and give you some guidance and changes. We'll have LinkedIn coaching there. We have a lot of coaching at our monthly events that are driven by content and coaching. Then our next AZ Careers Now event is a manufacturing career expo. And this one will be in person, live and in person on Thursday, September 22nd. And we have many different companies that will be there. Manufacturing is exploding in Arizona. And so you'll get an email about that event if you're interested. And then again, Tuesday, October 4th, we're doing another phenomenal event, this one with AZ Careers Now, that's talking about the 5 fastest growing industries in Arizona. You'll hear from leaders of those industries as well as hiring companies at those events. All right. We are thrilled that you all have been here. Thank you for filling out our survey. If you did not fill out the survey, we're going to drop the link in there one more time. Please fill out the survey, and we will be giving away tomorrow morning 4 $50 gift cards to 4 winners. And so go ahead and fill that out. Make sure you put your name and your cell phone number, because the easiest way to get a hold of people has been through texting. And so we will text you that you were a winner, 4 of you that you were winners. It is not spam, it is real, and we will send you a gift card from Amazon for $50. All right, thank you all for being here and engaging and being part of this program. Thank you to our wonderful employers. Round of applause for all of you for getting through your time. I just want you all to know that me and my team, we are just praying for each of you that you land into the career of your dreams. Thank you for being here. I'm going to throw it over to Bree, and she is going to walk us through the breakout rooms.
All right, so to join a breakout room, once I open them, you'll see that notification. So you'll go down to your toolbar and then choose breakout rooms. And when you click on it, you'll see a list of all of the breakout rooms from all of our employers today. Anna will also have a breakout room as well if you'd like to talk to her about franchising. Just hover over which one you'd like to join, click join. If you're having any issues getting into any of the breakout rooms, just let us know in the chat and we can manually send you there. So I just opened all rooms. And again, if anyone has issues, just let us know. Thank you.
Thank you, Bree. And can you just go to the next slide so everyone can see the rooms? Employers, you should be able to join into your room. So go ahead and click join now. And it looks like some of you are going in now. Very well, good. All right, and so